Have you ever wanted to take breathtaking photos with stunning sunsets in the background, or create nice clean portraits at home without needing loads of studio equipment? Both of these can be quite tricky to get with just the camera alone. And you're not always guaranteed a perfect sunset either, especially if you live in the UK like us. That's why in this video I will show you how you can get both with just this little flash from Neewer. This is the Q120 outdoor flash. I'm going to walk you through using it indoors for a simple setup with a single light and a backdrop to get some photos of our cat Pixie while she plays. We'll be taking some simple pet portraits before going outdoors to photograph Aaron and balance the flash with daylight. Full disclosure, this video is sponsored by Neewer and they sent us the Q120 to feature in this video. So a big thank you to Neewer for helping us to produce this. The Q120 is a compact 120 watt off-camera flash. It's a hybrid between a speed light and a studio strobe, so it can still provide a decent amount of power, but it's portable enough to take with you on location. I find that this kind of flash is great for outdoor portraits, weddings, or even a simple home setup like the one I'm using today. The power can be adjusted from 1/256 all the way up to full power, and it supports TTL, manual, and multi-modes. I personally love using TTL because for the most part you can just set it and forget it. The flash and the camera do all the work for you to calculate how much power is needed to properly expose each shot. This is great when you need to work fast with unpredictable subjects that keep changing distance from the light and the camera, or when lighting conditions change fast, especially outdoors. Manual mode is obviously better as it gives you full control over the setup and it allows you to have the exact same output shot to shot. The light from the flash is balanced at 5000 Kelvin, so it's what you would expect from daylight. The flash coverage can also be adjusted from 28 all the way up to 105 millimeters. The Q120 supports high-speed sync HSS up to 1/8000 of a second. This allows you to go beyond your camera's normal flash sync speed, which is particularly useful outdoors when you want to balance the flash with bright daylight while still using a wider aperture. The rechargeable battery has 3000 mAh capacity and is rated for approximately 420 full-powered flashes. Neewer advertises recycle times from 0.01 to 1.5 seconds, although I found that it could take noticeably longer when using it at the higher power. Because of that, I think it's better suited to portraits where you have a moment to pause between each photo rather than really fast bursts of action. There is also a built-in 3-watt modeling light with 10 brightness levels that you can use to see how the light falls on your subject or to also help with autofocus. So for the first shoot with our cat Pixie, I've set up this little backdrop in the living room. Nothing fancy, just some Colorama paper. You really don't need a huge studio setup to do something like this at home. And as always, remember that if you're taking pictures of a cat, you are not in charge, Pixie is ultimately in charge here. I've positioned the flash on the left side, just slightly above the backdrop. I'm only using a single flash for this as it's quite a small background and we have white walls in the living room to bounce the light around as well. With a bigger backdrop, I would recommend a second light just to light the background as well, and maybe even a fill light. So for these pet portraits, I'm using a larger, newer 90cm octagonal softbox. The larger surface area gives me softer, more even light across Pixie's fur, and it is also a little bit more forgiving if she doesn't want to sit exactly in the spot where I need her to. You also get a nice round catch light in her eyes, which always looks good in portraits. For images like this, you don't need particularly high shutter speeds. I stayed at around 1/1000 of a second, kept the ISO fairly low, and used an aperture of around f5.6 to f8 to make sure that both eyes are nice and sharp. I did also try a few portraits at f2.8, which was a little bit more challenging. If you have no other lights in the room, for example, if you want to keep your windows shut just to have consistent lighting in every shot, you can take advantage of the modeling light to help with the autofocus as well. For this shoot, I'm using TTL mode. Pixie's obviously not going to stay perfectly still or sit exactly where I want her. Usually for studio type shoots, I would recommend flashes set to manual mode so you can control exposure from shot to shot. But with a moving subject like Pixie, it's just easier to set it to TTL as the distance she is from the camera and the light keeps changing. I always love the sharpness that you get when using a flash. The flash really highlights the texture of the fur and creates a better separation from the background. You can really see this when you compare these images to something you would get in natural light. The second shoot I did for this video is outdoors. On an incredibly sunny day, it's quite tricky to get well exposed shots whilst avoiding the unflattering harsh light, unless you wait for golden hour, which is not always that easy. Sometimes clients can be late, and even if you start early, you then end up spending all that time just waiting for the light to become right. That's why giving yourself extra control by using a flash is so useful. For these photos, I balanced the light of the flash with the background. So as you can see, you're getting a lot of natural light coming from behind Aaron, Without the flash, this would be really backlit and there wouldn't be much detail, but with the flash, you're still retaining that glow from behind, and the subject is nicely lit as well. This is actually one of my favorite ways of using a flash. I think it just really elevates any photo and gives that professional polish that can really set you apart. For this setup, I'm using the NEEWER 55cm octagonal softbox. It's a good size for individual portraits because it's still large enough to soften the light on Aaron's face, but it is much lighter and easier to move around outdoors than the larger one I used before. It's also much less of a nightmare if there is any wind. I'm also using the NEEWER QZ TTL Trigger for this shoot and the one with Pixie as well. To set up a shot like this, the first thing you'll need to do is set your camera settings to expose the background properly. Once you're happy with your background exposure, you bring in the Q120 flash to light the subject. I usually place my flash 45 degrees to either side of the subject. You can always ask them which side of the face they prefer. You also want to position the flash slightly above them so that the light is angled. For this shoot, I was also using TTL as we were moving around a lot, and it's just another thing to keep track of if you need to keep changing the exposure. Another thing you can try here is playing around with the flash exposure compensation, so you can set the power higher or lower to get over or underexposed shots as well, depending on your intention. This can provide even more background separation and save you a few minutes on adjustment layers in the post. The benefit of having HSS here is that you can keep your aperture wide open and control the exposure of the shutter speed instead. I have been using the flash with a NEEWER trigger, but you can also control it with the app. In the app, you can also do firmware updates. The Q120 uses a 2.4 GHz Q wireless system, so it is also compatible with NEEWER's QZ or Q Pro triggers. The Q system is also compatible with other flashes and even ones from outside the NEEWER lineup, so from other brands. If you already have flashes from other brands like Godox, for example, you can use this flash and trigger with that as well. I hope these two quick demonstrations have given you an idea of how much of a difference a small flash like this can make. It allows you to set up simple studio-style shoots at home, and it can really elevate your outdoor portraits too. For outdoor shoots, you also don't have to worry quite as much about the position of the sun because you can create more consistent flattering light on your subject. Another tip is to have someone else hold the light for you and move with them just to make things even easier. A flash like the Q120 from NEEWER is a great starting point for anyone who wants to experiment with flash photography. Speedlights can sometimes lack the power you need, while many larger strobes require bulky setups and aren't particularly portable. With 120 watts of power, the Q120 gives you plenty of flexibility when taking photos of family members, children, pets, and other portraits. That's it for this video. To find out more about the Q120, there are links in the description down below. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments section below. Also, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more. You can also follow us on Instagram, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!